Good Monday afternoon. It's chilly out there and really damp and rainy and cold and all that jazz. But it is Monday, and I know Monday can be a bit of a downer for a lot of people. And I've been listening to news, and I've been listening to, all kinds of stuff about, the COVID numbers going up and the death count getting higher, and it's really troublesome to me. And I got involved, really, emotionally involved online, watching a conversation discussing the disparity between businesses and why certain businesses are closed and why some people are making bucketfuls of money and all of that. And I just want to address this because I will later, if there's enough interest, want to have this conversation with people on Instagram Live. We'll discuss this further, but I just want to reach out and say, I've seen people since my brick and mortar place had to shut down look at me as knowing knowing that was the case, looking at me really sad and saying they're so sorry. And I am really sorry that we don't have a place for us to meet that's out of the weather, that has the showers, that can be crowded with sweaty bodies and all of that. But I also really understand why my boutique business is not safe to open. I understand that, it feels unfair. And believe me, I had a pity party. If I'd had a caterer, the party would have been going on for like months. But it's not safe for me to have, well, first of all, it's not economically viable. So for those of you that don't understand, I had to keep the heating and cooling on, have a water account, have, all of the electricity and all of that in a studio that I could not go to. And I couldn't invite members into. And I had to pay for it. And I had to pay for rent. And then when instructors and trainers started training people in their safe ways, we paid for that. But it's not safe. And, not fair. I don't know what to tell you all about that. But I will tell you, I have, as much as an old lady can do, tried to share all different kinds of options for you, whether it's Instagram Live or Facebook Live or outside or Zoom. We've been trying really, really hard to share all kinds of options because, our niche was group exercise. Yes, we do personal training and all that, but our niche is a bunch of people all in the same room doing the same thing and really digging it. And that's why people got to be really good friends. That's why people hung out afterwards and, or met somebody and dated them or whatever. All those different kinds of things happen because of that community. And I am sad that it doesn't exist anymore, but I'm finding all different kinds of ways to share this life with you. And we've got, whatever works, sometimes the schedule works a little differently. I am going to be going onto a platform and we'll announce it and we'll send you the link and all of that in the newsletter. But for right now, I just want you to realize that businesses that couldn't swerve when this happened, it's sad. It is sad and it hurts, and you put 15 years into something and have to close it down. It's a bummer. But find those people that are still out there. I'm still out there. We still have a business. We still want you to come and join us. And I know it may not seem as much fun electronically, but it really is. I mean, people still reach out to each other and it's fun. I still get profane comments to things that I'm making people do in strength training classes and cycling and stuff. It's still there. It's still there. So instead of just like, oh, I'm pulling my blanket up and sitting on the couch for the rest of my life, come join us. It would be fun. As far as the rest of this conversation goes, if you want to have that as a studio owner or as a fitness instructor, if you're like, oh, it just doesn't seem like it would be fun to be a fitness instructor online, it is. It still is. If this is your life's work, it's still really good and really fun. I promise you. I promise you. So let's have this conversation. I'll set up a time on Instagram Live. We can go back and forth. And I would love, love, love to have this conversation more. But in the meanwhile, find us. We'll work out with you. We'll sweat with you. We will with you. We will, share stories about what's going on in each other's lives. People are getting new jobs. People are having babies. Things are going on. And we just can't sit in a corner and cry. We got to just keep moving. Meanwhile, for those of you who I haven't seen in person, I miss you. You know, this high five and hugging, kissing on the cheek person is not made for being away from people. I really, hope to see you all in close quarters at some point, but that's going to be a while. So patience, and love to you all.